Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Ian I Explores. Okay, let's get on with the video. Today we're going to take a look at what was here before the flyover was built. Now some buildings are still here and still standing. There's one in front of me which I'll show you shortly. And then there's a few more, well a lot more that have been lost because of this being built. Right, so let's get on with this and let's have a look at what we've lost. Okay, starting off with this one. This is the customs house, okay? You can see it's still there. It's got a date of 1874 on it. Next to it is this building, and that used to be the place where the railwaymen went in there and got their orders for the day. It more than likely been the engine driver. Yeah, but these two buildings are still here. And over the road there, that used to be the Oberon, where it says WE1 on it. Okay, and that's still there as well. But there are many that have actually lost, so I'm going to explain and try and show you the locations of them buildings. Right, so I'm round the back of the customs building I just showed you there. And in this area here, this used to be the Albert Memorial Gardens, okay? Right next to the customs house. Now the statue that was there has been moved. I have done on many a video, which is now outside the dock offices over there. You can see the clock, so that got moved as well. So yeah, that's where they was. And there's something else next to this that I've recently discovered, which I'm going to tell you about in a second. And in there, okay, was the Gunners Club. Okay, and the dates I'm using, I think I might have said this already, is 1944 to 1973. So if any of you know about that one, it'd be great to know in the comments. Okay, and next to that, and still here, it's called something else now, is the Oberon, and that's in there. It looks like this has had many changes over its time, but yeah, that was there too, around about the same time. Just come out of the Albert Memorial Gardens here. Now this is where the statue was moved to. Okay, the Prince Consort. It was moved to here. Okay, I don't know when it was moved to here, but that's where it currently stands, outside the dock offices. While I'm here, I'm going to take a closer look at the memorial. Okay, here it is, the Prince Consort. It tells you when he came here, and it tells you what he did, like laid the foundation stones as well. Docks all on there. You can pause this. I hope this is coming out, by the way. Let's go around this side. There we go. Tells you put it there. Let's go around right round the other side. This way. There we go. Tells you everything you need to know there. I'll go around the front of it in a minute because I've got to go out onto the road. And there you are. Let's put it up. See the man himself on the top there. Okay, let's go around the other side of it. Okay, round the other side now. I'm actually on a roundabout sort of, so it is a Sunday, but yeah, this is on the other side as well. If you want to pause any of this and read it all, you can do, but then carry on with the video. I've come down the side now with the dock offices just to show you some of the railway system, what was left. The current railway is over there, okay? And down in this bit here, there's some of the original tracks left in the ground, which I'm about to show you. Okay, as you can see down there, there's some of the tracks left in the ground. You see down there, look. And down here. Amazing, these are still here. As you can see, there they are. I'll walk up here a bit. They don't go very far. I mean, they've been chopped over in the years, you know. But you can see that some of this is still here. And the only other bit of original track is on Adam Smith Street. But this sort of ends just there. Look, I don't think there's much more left of this further up there. But it's nice to see that some of it is still in the ground. I think there's some more up here actually. Let me have a look. Oh, there's a bit more down there. Down there, look, as you can see. And there's one right at the end. I'll walk up to it. We'll keep going. So you can see that was pointing straight through that. We're going to go straight through that grey building there. There you go. So that's the end of that bit there. That's where that finishes. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so I'm right round the other side of the dock offices now. As you can see, there've been some add-ons what it looks like, and I know this is a listed building. So what they've done is they've had to put things on the outside, look. And this building here, now this one I've seen a few times. Now I don't know what that was used for. Okay, if anybody knows that one, you can tell me in the comments below. It says substation on it. But I mean, was it a substation all the time? I don't know. I'm going to walk around here. Where I am, it's a car park over there. Let's go this way. I'll walk around the side. Look at the old windows down there, look. Look at them. That would have been a basement. Okay, so this building here, with the blue on it, is said to have been an air raid shelter. Okay, and there's a telegraph pole next to it there. I'm going to go across the road now and look at these relics over here. Okay, let's have a look at these. There's a couple of mines and a gun there. Now, I don't know what these guns are. You'll probably be able to tell me. It looks like it came off a ship of some kind. I don't know. Probably anti-aircraft, is it? Yeah, I know they're mines. That's an anchor, but what that gun is, I don't know. I'm going to do watch Combat Dealers, it's got to be said, but brilliant programme that, by the way. But yeah, look at this. And you can see this as you come over the flyover there. There you go. Right, just in this area, this is where the Royal Hotel once stood, where these buildings are now. Okay, that's where that was, right in that area. Now we're approaching Flowers Square, which is this area. Now, can you see that house just there? Okay, that used to be a medical centre, and it's still there. So that's what that was used for. Okay, the dates are 1944, 1973 I've got on this one. But yeah, that in there used to be a medical centre. Roughly next to where the medical centre was, a little bit further down, in this area where that grass is, there was a police station just there. Behind the medical centre and in that area, there was a bakery down there. Okay, so in that corner there where the camera's pointing, that with like a smokehouse thing on the top, if you like, a chimney, there's a few of them. That was a bakery. Back under the flyover now. Now this here, now I think I may have mentioned this on a few videos in the past. What was that used for? Was it connected to the railways or something like that? I don't know. But it's in the right place for it. And it is still there. But what was it used for? I'm going to go all the way around. As you can see there, it's around this side. Okay, so I'll come all the way around it. But I left this wall here, look, when there was building this thing. So, there you go. Moved away from the docks area now, and I've come up on to the West Marsh, okay, and I'm starting off this bit on Anderson Street. Right, so I've come to have a look at where, well, they've long gone buried now, they're under freshly placed in various car parks. Some of the lost streets that have long since gone that probably some of you will remember. So I'm going to walk up and point these out. Walked out of Anderson Street and come slightly up Lord Street as well, and I'm now stood on this street, New Cartergate. Okay, so if I walk up here a bit, slightly, and this is in line with it approximately, by the way, you'd look straight down there, you'd have been looking at Red Hill. Okay, and slightly over to this way, you'd be looking at Maud Street, which is all buried all under this. So there's two streets there that are long gone, that probably some of you watching my videos that live down there, if you did, leave it in the comments below. Okay, let's move on a bit. And on Red Hill, there was a Sunday school, okay, and on Maud Street, on the corner of Flottergate and Maud Street, there was a Methodist chapel. Okay, so they was there, and they've all gone as well. I think I remember seeing a picture of the chapel getting demolished. But yeah, everything I just said about is all in that area there. I've moved around a bit now on the Avon Bridge, okay, which is on this road. Now this wasn't called that back then, it was called Old Dock Street, okay? And the road out there used to be called West Dock Street, okay? It's called the Frederick Way now, something like that in it. Anyway, because Old Dock Street carried on, went straight through there, through Flottergate, alright? So if you went through Flottergate, you would go past Red Hill, Maud Street, okay, and another lane that's under there as well is called Sanctuary Lane, okay, and there was a road off that called Walmsley Street, which I'll tell you about shortly. Now, there is partly some of the streets over there that are still there. Brewery Street and Silver Street, well, they're partially still there. Okay, it's where the Barclays Bank was and the TSB. Okay, that's Brewery Street, and Silver Street is where Binns was. And obviously on that street there was the Mason Arms. I'll say all this I've just mentioned is buried under there. Now, there used to be a big house on Flottergate called Flottergate House. Also long gone and buried under the same place, under all that lot there. So I guess it must have been under the car park that was here at the time as well. Well, the 80s, you know, before they built that. There's lots of things lost. There's also a malt house as well in the same area. So a lot of things have come and gone. It's only probably been knocked down and then something's been built on top of them, etc. Okay, like I just mentioned, there's only partial some of these streets left. This one is, you can see up there, Silver Street, okay? But there's not much of it left. Just there's old as well. That's been here a while. In this building here, this used to be a dance studio, I believe. But as you can see, it's all buried under there, along with a few pubs that was down here. Okay, and this street as well, which is partially here. Okay, this is one of the banks. But yeah, there's two of the streets that are still partially with us, but don't go all the way to where they used to, which I'll tell you where they went to in a minute. Okay, the two streets I mentioned there, Brewery Street and Silver Street. Now, Brewery Street came out onto Clayton Street, okay? Now, I'm currently back on Silver Street, but if you walked straight through there, okay, and turned to your left and you got to the end of it, you was on Sanctuary Lane. And if you turned right and walked a little bit, you'd come up to St James Church School for Infants, it says on it. Now, I have got a story. I was talking to a gentleman in the Grimsby and Bloom Cafe on the boulevard there, where the Duke of York Gardens is situated. And he was telling me about Walmsley Street. Now, he said he went into Binns one time to the perfume counter, and somebody asked him where he lived, and he said, I'm stood on it. So basically, if you went in Binns and stood near the perfume counter, you were stood on Walmsley Street. Okay, I'll just show you. I'm still on Silver Street, but it's a bit difficult to film today because there's a lot of people around. But in here, that is where Binns was in there. Went round the front. It used to be Guy and Smith's, if you wanted to know whereabouts I am. But yeah, that's where that was. Okay, so I've actually moved into this area now. See the car park there? And before that was the post office. It was Leeds and many other places. Okay, so I'm actually stood next to the barge. Okay, and this would have been, and I'll turn this that way. I know there's a lot of things in the way there. This was called South Dock Street. Okay, and the road over there, out there, which is now Frederick Ward Way, that was West Dock Street, okay? And also in this area, we had Ratton Row and New Biggin. Okay, both streets, all gone and all buried under all this, which again has recently changed, like I say, in plants and all things down there. And the buses used to run this way, and there used to be subways there as well. So yeah, a lot of things have happened in this area as well. And across there, the other side of the barge, I'll turn this, there's been a peanut oil factory as well, which I probably mentioned on many a video. Okay, so let's move on. At the end of another video now, if you enjoyed that one, I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And for all you watching my content, I really do appreciate that. So on that note, I will see you all next time on the next video. And it's time for some of this.